Okay, I'm luring. I will try to lure these shades and fight them, so I can move freely in this part. Because I suppose I should find more devices.
Damn.
More devices to activate. What did... Oh, I'm still wondering what opened. What opened? What is this? Oh, the globes. Oh my god, that's 4 of them. Really? Okay, so maybe I have to go the other way around. Because they're not looking at me. It's gonna be painful. Maybe I should spare you the pain of seeing that happen. Alright, I'm here. I've killed all the shades, but nothing is open here. And actually, you're forbidden to... It's not like these doors are made to be opened. I don't think so. There is no way for me to get under there. I mean, this whole complex looks like a giant device, but I don't seem to be able to figure it out. It doesn't really look like a puzzle. It might be a puzzle, but it doesn't look like it. I wonder what will happen if I click again on the devices. Oh yeah, the lever has disappeared. Fantastic. I think the shadows do regenerate because I've had cleared that part of the area, but now there are new shades. Oh, great. I don't know what to do. It's almost as if... Okay, they're gone? I don't know, I don't understand. It's almost as if you're supposed to bring light to this place and make it reflect on these things. But how? I have no idea. I don't want to waste that. Hold shadow creature temporarily. That's useful, but not... It's not helping me figure this out. Oh. Are you patrolling or something? Yeah, kinda.
Die. I'm hurt. Damn.
Oh god, no. Leave me alone. Okay, they do respawn. I'm pretty sure now that they do respawn. What about this thing again? Let's examine it again. Okay, so there must be a portal. Not a... Something opened. I thought a gate opened, but no, there is a portal somewhere. Run. Doors are lies. Use cannons, then portal. So if the cannons are these things, then I use them all. But what is the portal? Yeah, portals are tricky to find because they can literally be in any... Oh god, they respond a lot. In any corner. Absolutely. They have started patrolling, sort of. So maybe this is not... It's pointless to clear this place. We got that, right? You know, every single one of these archways could be a portal. Even the ones I cannot reach. So I will have to... And the portal, yeah, thank you, portal, but where's the key? What is the key to the portal? You know? I mean... That's it. That's the problem. Because I've learned that to open a portal, actually, not to open a portal, to find portals, you need to really... Are you kidding me? I was saying, you need to really get close to them. That is true. I remember in that area with all the rocks, I don't remember where I was, but I had to go up to the rock to actually find the little portal that was there to go back. So you are the portal. Fine, so I'll just rest. No. Alright, I need to go because I wanted to regenerate, but shades are actually spawning and bothering me. So let's go. Oh, great. Oh God.
Then set fire to the flames. The skies shall be flames, and all life shall be as torches.
Great, I see he has a plan. Too bad I didn't want to free him. Well, that's cool though, it's interesting.
This is it.
No, shh. Okay, what are these? A statue of you. One hand is clutching its right shoulder as if wounded. Holding its hand over its heart and its mouth open as if making a speech. Arms crossed. It glares straight ahead. Staring at the center of the room with a disdainful expression. I don't want to attract him in any way or form. Sure. Ooh, thanks. I really needed that. There's nothing else? Okay, this one. No. That's not what I wanted to do. So I have to kill him? I cannot talk to him? Yeah, well, I see no option there, duh. What can we do? What can we do? Well... Skin of Regrets. Yeah, okay, this is what opened the portal, but is equipable? No, alright. Fine. I don't have the healing scrolls. Yeah, because I didn't... Of course. This doesn't do anything, right? Okay. Is it a weapon? No, right? No. I seriously doubt I can beat that guy. I'm honest. I will try. But... yeah, that's not going to work. And I don't have the physical prowess to actually fight him properly. Oh, that's the spell. Yeah, well, it doesn't work. How am I supposed to... Do I... Oh, I thought I had to go hand to hand. I mean, fight him without magic, but this huge crystal radiates a pulsating spectral light as it hovers above the crater in the middle of the room. The rhythm of its pulses reminds you of a heartbeat, but slow and sickly. Light from the crystal touches the edges of the room like fingers, each ray of light casting a glow on the ruined faces of the statues surrounding it. Touch it, because why not? As you touch the crystal, there is a flash of heat, an orange-white light, and you whip your hand back. The crystal burns, like the heat from igneous flames. From within the crystal, the sickly white-blue light dances and flickers like fire. Oh, wow! Look like I'll have to put you in the dead book first, Ignis.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, wow. I didn't get that. What is that? I want to read this. The face is a ruined mass, and you can't be certain if it is you. Okay. So I have to kill this guy, right? I think the only thing I can do is, in fact, be a hand-to-hand person as much as I can. Maybe I could increase my strength. Oof. I'm sorry, but... Did it even work? I mean, did it even work? I have no health bar for him, so I cannot... It did some damage, but it was very poor.
Disrupted.
You disrupted something? Oh well. Wait. This is good to use, but why doesn't it work? Okay. This is not a usable item, it is a spell? But what about this? I'm gonna try. Try. I don't think that's going to work. Yeah. It's uninjured. You know what would be good here? A warrior. Ironically. Barely injured. Maybe I could up my strength? Nah. Whatever. Whatever, but he's not damaging me that much either. Probably because this shield is actually working. It's great, by the way. I tried to heal myself, but this is for me. Maybe I could try hitting him using more strength. What's that sound effect? It's the Hulk. Come on, continue. Weapons are better than magic with this guy. What? Wait a sec. He's dead, but what happened to him? Wait a second. I want this thing. Whatever is that behind there. Sounding stone? Strangely familiar somehow. Dark stone is covered in dust. It looks like a piece of one of the statues that was chipped away. Oh, wait. A tracery of strange runes and markings cover the stone surface. Alright. Sorry. No, why am I always clicking that crystal? Can I do something with this? This thing. Okay, examine the stone. As you touch the stone, a mouth appears on the side and begins speaking in your voice. It echoes as if speaking within a great chamber. Dacon, Morte, Zacharia, Dionara, it is I. I've placed a minor messaging enchantment on this stone. Listen to it fully, then do as I say. The voice takes a breath. It sounds irritated. I don't know how we got separated, but I think the portal that brought us here divided us. It's only a minor setback. When you find this stone, stay with it until I can rejoin you, based on my divinations. Divinations? This fortress is the size of several cities. The less you move around, the easier it is for me to find you. Okay. The voice takes another breath, then becomes more detached, as if surveying something and speaking about it. I fought my way through the first of the vaults. This place is filled with shadows, way too many to keep fighting. If you encounter any, run before they swarm you. They're much tougher than the other shadows we encountered before. I think the energies of the plane feed them somehow, make them stronger. The voice takes another breath. There were a series of great war relics within the vault that shifted me from place to place. I managed to lure the shadows to each machine, then shift while they swarmed where I had been. It bought me time. It bought me some time enough to escape. Once I had tripped 4 relics, it opened a portal out. The voice pauses, as if something just occurred to the speaker. It strikes me now that the vault I came from might be some strange sort of gatehouse. The relics seems to seal it off from both the inside and the outside of the fortress. Whatever built this place likes keeping the shadows under guard so they can't run loose. The shadows don't have any substance, so they wouldn't be able to use the machines to escape the vault. I'll have to think about that some more. No matter, I'm in a room with a great crystal in it, and I'm going to examine it more closely before moving on. The voice pauses, as if the speaker is looking around. There are 5 statues in the room, and they look like me, and they look old too, like they've been here for some time. As for the crystal, it doesn't seem like it belongs in the fortress, and its size and shape reminds me of something I've read in the annals, some sort of dimensional prison that segments the soul. I don't think it's a coincidence the portal from the main vault teleported me here. I think the crystal's a trap, so don't touch it until we're together again. I mean it, Morte. I'm going to try and find you all now. If you find this reader stone, do not move from this spot, or I may never find you. I've left some supplies for you in the base of one of the statues. Don't waste them. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to find our enemy and get out, and we may need those supplies later. I'll see you all soon. Well, I might have used them. Can I rest here? Are you kidding me? I'm serious, I need to rest. Oh my god. Like, I really do need to rest. But I cannot rest here, even though there's nothing? I have no choice but to touch the crystal. There is no exit. I don't see an exit. Do you see an exit? I'm trying to see if the icon changes, but well, what should I do? There is a moment of dizziness as you touch the crystal, then a slow chill passes through your body and you discover that your muscles have locked, your hand frozen to the crystal surface. There is a moment of silence, then sharp pains splinter through your body like fractures. You feel as if your very being has been turned to ice, then shattered. Good incarnation. He has awakened. Practical incarnation. Finally, I would die again waiting for him to rise. Paranoid incarnation. Perhaps you will still die. Never forget I watch you, thieves, you killers. Killers all 3 of you. Have a care how you speak to me, you deranged wreck. He was fortunate to reach here with all those traps you scattered throughout the plains. I swear, if I could have crossed the years to put you out of your misery, I... The 2 of you, be silent. Let us make sure he's alright and save the arguments for later. Yeah, who are you all? By the hells, he's lost his memories. Damnation, he's useless to us now. Calm yourself, he's only disoriented, as were we all. Give him a moment to get his bearings. You are all thieves, wearing my body, and you will give it back. This one is the one that built the tomb, I'm pretty sure. Or the one we read about in the tomb, I don't remember. I am at the limits of my patience with your howling. Be silent, or... This arguing avails us nothing. Give him his space, leave him be. Time is no longer in our favor. I will not stand here and squander another moment while our adversary is no doubt hunting for us. We waited long enough for him to awaken. I will speak to him now. The man before you resembles you, but he carries himself more like a force than a man. His eyes are watching you carefully, and as you study him, you feel him studying you. So it has come to this. Who are you? I will not surrender my name to you or any man. The man's voice is rough like yours, and it rings strangely in your ears. As for who I am, you should be asking yourself that. You are one of my incarnations. You made it here, with my clues to guide you. We are separate incarnations? How is that possible? It's your soul that is splitting up every time. There is a name for that. What's the name of that? Like alternate realities or alternate futures thing. There is a theory about temporal, like time travel, and one theory is that there is only one travel line where if you go back, you can modify the future. But there is the other one that I dislike very much every time it happens in fiction. That's the one that every time you go back in time, another different reality splits and happens. I hate that. It does not make sense to me somehow. Probably because I believe there can only be one timeline. The incarnation is silent for a moment. Then his expression changes to contempt. Great. If there is anything I have hated about you, it is your countless questions, your desperate fumbling for meaning and answers. The man's voice is like a hatchet, and anger flickers across his features. The time for questions is past. Now you will listen to me. I was the first to breach this fortress, and whatever it is that awaits us here was somehow able to defeat me. It will not best me a second time, but you should be dead. Because you die if you are oh, maybe because it didn't have the weapon? He should... If you die in here, you die, right? You sound as if you intend to fight whatever it is that lurks here. The man gives you a strange look, then studies you. Of course. That's the only reason we're speaking now. I'll need you to be the shell. But your mind must be my mind. Do you understand me? You mean you intend to possess me? Oh, are these not real? Are they spirits, maybe?
Updated my journal.
Yes, he glances around at the spiked walls, then turns back to face you. We cannot leave this place in pieces, only one may leave. Why? What are you talking about? You must surrender your will to me, your knowledge and skills. Whatever little you've managed to accumulate in your life may prove useful. He sizes you up again. It ultimately will be but a fraction of my power, but it might have its uses. Yet you came here previously and were defeated? The man frowns. I was taken unawares, and I did not anticipate that my companions would be split from me upon my arrival. What happened after that is confusing. So even if I were to surrender to you, then we could still fail? Unlikely. I'm the only one who possesses the knowledge necessary to succeed. This moment is the culmination of centuries of planning. Many have suffered and died for us to be here. Their sacrifices must not be in vain. The last sentence unnerves you. It is delivered like a speech, and there is no passion behind the words. Well, I have questions. I will indulge you, but only for a while longer. You are the one who saved Dakon at Shakr-Tolor. Sorry. The one who imprisoned Failure and the one who led Dionara to her death. The man's eyes narrow. What of it? All of it was done with a purpose. You gave Dakon the Unbroken Circle of Zertimon. Why? The Unbroken Circle? That collection of lies? Yes, it was a week's work to forge such a thing. It was necessary to make it so he would cease doubting himself. You made it? Well, that's actually clever. But you told him... Actually, I understand what he did. That was really clever. And kind of acceptable, even from my point of view. Like, to make him believe in himself, but still the use he made of Dakon in the final project is I don't like. Perhaps they carry some truth. I know not. I know that they were tedious writings, but the words were enough to give him faith. Why? Your ignorance astounds me. Oh, come on, I know why. I just need to read it. The man looks incredulous. Can it be that you do not know what he carries in his hand? Yeah, the blade. You wanted that? That blade he carries is shaped by his thoughts. Such a tool, when used properly, could slay the multiverse itself. You did all of this because you wanted a sword? The man looks lost in thought, then his face sneers in disgust. Though obviously the gift became separated when we arrived in the fortress, and I was unable to make use of his blade. The man frowns. Unfortunate. Wait, so you never had time to steal it from him? Or just bash his head and take it from him? Like, if you're playing evil, you're not very good at it. I mean, by the time you gave him the circle and got him to the portal of the fortress, you two knew each other. You spent some time together. He probably he probably means that he wanted to go back to the people and make them forge a weapon for him. It's not clear to me. You should have just stolen it if you wanted it. I don't understand. It's a little bit illogical. He wanted him as a companion. So he probably wanted him to fight with him, but then at the same time he wanted his blade? When? Afterwards? I don't get it. You saved Dakon and Shrakt Lore because of his blade. Why? That's the same thing. What was the purpose? I'm trying. It's always just put one option. If you're giving always the same answer, really, okay? Because I'm used with the dialogue in this game that every option has a different answer, so now it's really cheap. Why did Deionara have to leave? To die? Deionara, that girl had a little sense of the planes in her, and that was what I needed her for. You see, the Dustmen have it right. Sometimes when you feel too much passion, you cling too tightly to life to let go, and neither did Deionara, as I hoped she would. That woman, that ghost. The hunched man's eyes well up in fury and spittle flies from his mouth. She tormented me for years, pursuing me, hating me, and you were the one that killed her? Have you never ever talked between yourselves before? Is this happening in my head? The incarnation barely even glances at the Holding One and merely sneers. You blaming me for anything is laughable, he turns back to you. It wasn't out of malice, though she did become tiresome. It's just that when I arrived in the fortress, I didn't intend to stay. I just wanted to get in, sacrifice her, then get out. The third incarnation speaks softly, but he sounds pained. Why did you do such a terrible thing? I needed someone to be my eyes here on the negative material plane, to serve as a scout and try and find out who my killer was. Well, she didn't. Only the dead can survive here for long, so Deionara had to be sacrificed so that she could become something other than she was. A tricky business, but it worked. She helped you, didn't she? Not really. I mean, she gave me some informations at the beginning and a prophecy, but all the rest was just, clues by you guys, I suppose. Leonara hasn't given me any intelligence about the enemy that there is in here. None at all.